There's so many games called Control. Hopefully this is the right Control. Is it the right game? Let me see. Yes, it is the right game. Okay. You must finish Control today? True Crime Streets in New York. The funny thing is I was playing that game the other day to like test it to make sure it worked. And that game's controls are so laggy, it was like making me feel sick. Like it was so delayed, it was like making my head hurt. Let's see if we can get it to work without making my computer start dry heaving. Ray tracing, get the fuck out of here. Oops. Uh-oh. All my monitors jumped all over the place. Oh boy. Because the game launched in 1080p. That sucks. I gotta change the monitor. Ever seen a speedrun strats with Control? No. I don't really watch speedruns. Especially for games I haven't played. Unless it's in like some compilation we watched or something. Usually I don't. Let me change the display to the correct aspect ratio so that my monitor isn't all fucked up. Okay. Now everything's all boned. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Everything is becoming a Mahatma mess. Everything's on low. Okay. Might as well. Should go borderless, right? Yeah, it was only for like 6 minutes. Everything's on medium and low. I don't know about no medium. Let's see. We'll see how it runs with everything on high. I do not like film grain or motion blur, so that can be taken off. Okay. Let's see. Let's play a new one. Subtitles on. And here we go. It was Dr. Fatak, it was, yeah. The original launch, they launched like the wrong build of the game and it was unbeatable because of a certain boss fight being broken. You have to like push the character off of something using a QuickTime event.
Fair warning.
But the QuickTime event just never happens.
This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped.
Lots of out of bounds stuff.
You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes.
So what are we gonna vote for
Always
with those
glad to
retro
hear
games,
from
though?
you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room and there's a poster on
Urban
the wall.
Rain?
We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person.
About to poll the vote?
Like in that movie.
Nah.
What is it called?
People vote for shit they don't want to
prison
watch.
Movie.
That's why we don't do
The
it.
room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth.
I got a picture of
They're
the custodian's
lying to
booth.
us. We are lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger.
We'll just talk about it.
There's a
Urban.
hole
Oh,
hidden behind
game's
that
lagging.
poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe.
I think I might
in that
have to
room,
do game capture.
but
Because screen capture's
sometimes-
fucking it up. It's making everything lag really bad.
sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster,
Yeah, give it a minute.
and the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw.
We might need to just download this and play it on console.
I'm here.
The game's running fine. It's OBS is tripping.
Why did you bring me here?
It looks too good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's fucking it. We might need to do game capture, see if that changes anything. You never seen a playthrough this? We played this before. People just didn't care. Let's see if this will do it. Let's see if this will fix it. Because we're recording our screen and it might affect it.
Hello?
Let's see if this will... No,
Anyone
it's still making
here?
it lag really bad. Sort of? Yeah, Mishra's lagging super bad. I'm telling you, man, these PC games be fucking me raw, dude. Let me see what it is that's like eating up all the memory. Is it the GPU? No, hold on. Let me see this. Let me see this. Let's see. What is it that's eating it up? Oh, yeah, it's the GPU. That's weird because I don't understand what's making it run so bad. Is there something else that's sucking up all the GPU? It's weird because if you look at the like if on my what is this shit called? On the task manager, OBS is using 50% and the game is using like 0.1. So why is my GPU running at 100%? What is running? What is running that's making this shit lag really bad? Something is eating up all the GPU, and then when you pause it, it goes to 25%. Is it OBS? OBS is the thing that's tripping. Everything else is running fine. I don't know why OBS is tripping though. What is it? I wonder why. I wonder what's it's doing. Let me see. Let's put it on medium, see if that changes anything. I don't know why. Did it do it? Nope. Sort of. Ray tracing. Ah, it's still lagging. I don't know what it is. It's OBS just starts tripping. It starts making everything run in slow motion. I wonder why OBS does that. That's pretty poopy. Maybe it is this? Let me see. Does that change anything? Nope, it runs even worse. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we gotta run it in full screen. Certain things do get... Or VSync it. Maybe it's that. I don't think there's a way we can limit it to 60 FPS, so maybe we just turn on VSync. Maybe that'll fix it. It looks like VSync did it. Yeah, it's VSync. It's the frame rate. The game is running at such a high frame rate, it's making the GPU dry heave. That's an issue we have with a lot of PC games, is that the frame rate's uncapped, so it runs at the highest it can, and it's running so high it's making the whole computer die. So that's what it was. We had to turn on VSync. Let's see if we can turn the quality back up to high. See if that does anything. I think it was just the VSync. Yeah, it looks like it might have just been the VSync. That's so annoying that there's no option for you to lock your frame rate. I just want it to be locked at 60. I don't need it to run at 109,000. You know what I mean? I don't know why you can't just lock it. Because I usually don't like using VSync because VSync makes your shit lag. Makes your controls lag. Weird. Because now the GPU is only at 24% with the frame rate being lowered. Yeah, it's the frame rate. That was the same problem we had with see, I'm trying to see if I'm lagging. No, I'm not lagging. Yeah, that was the same problem we had with RoboCop, and there was like another PC game we played recently that when it was Dead Island. Remember the problem we had with Dead Island? Yeah, it was Dead Island. No, my bad. Not Dead Island. Dying Light 2. Dying Light 1 and 2 had an issue with the frame rate. It would make my whole computer just not behave correctly because of the frame rate. Hey, look, it's Alan Wake. Casper Darling. Our bureau at work. This is the back of the custodian. Director Zachariah Trench.
Federal Bureau of Control.
So there's the
All
FBC.
these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding.
The specs are
in
not the
sight.
same. I've got a new graphics card and the new CPU back in 2022. I haven't updated it yet.
Hello?
So it's either Urban Rain or Urban Chaos. Oh, that's my alarm going off to go move the couch.
Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are no helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, you halot.
What the fuck is he
I've
talking
done
about?
enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it.
No face?
No face.
The cell and the poster. I was
trying
11
to get
years old the
Cyberpunk
first
on
time I saw
sale?
behind the poster. They
So you can
told
be
me
bored?
I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
I'm glad we got it working because I don't want to download it on console. I don't think I have the Ultimate Edition on console though. So that's got like the DLC and shit in it, right? Yeah. At least we got it working. It's definitely the frame rate. I've noticed almost every time we have a really hard time with a PC copy running correctly. It's usually because the frame rate's uncapped. And when it's uncapped, it just, that frame rate goes wild. That frame rate is no joke. We're gonna read all the lore, chat. Not all of it, but we're gonna read the lore. Y'all think
Did I lose you there for a moment?
y'all think the actress that plays Jessie is
You know
is
what's
Purdy?
on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Favorite Xbox game of all time? I don't know. Gears, I guess. Gears of War 1. Turn a lockdown effect, building lockdown effect. That doesn't sound good. Damn, Latina. Latina like anime girls. And like real women. Who likes real women these days? It's all about the waifus. That's James McCaffrey, isn't it? I think it is. Trying to search all these rooms. I hear this game's ray tracing is pretty impressive, but you know what else is impressive? It not lagging. That's also that's also really impressive. The game working correctly is pretty nice.
Shit.
Oh no.
Shit.
This is worth picking up the Ultimate Edition or stick the OG version. Whatever
Pick it
you,
up? The murder weapon?
whatever
Really?
console you got to play the game on. I don't think it really matters. I don't think the newer version has any problems with it. So I guess getting the newer one would probably be better beneficial. Because I think the newer one is perfectly fine. I don't remember it having any problems or issues. So I guess like the newer one would be good.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world.
Who's
events,
that? Chat, who's that?
Upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Jalen Bait. He's also from Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Where am I?
I think the biggest criticisms I had with this game back when I played it is I didn't like how there's no cover. It feels like a cover shooter with no cover. And I also don't like that you can't reload. Because if you like popping off, there's going to be a lot of times you standing around waiting for your gun to reload. I was not a fan of that. This is also the video game we were playing when someone came in and said that this game looks like N64, but in third person with better graphics. Kia.
The same gun.
And then I think we had 3 people in the same stream come in and say that this looks like Uncharted. Which is why that's like a big meme on the channel now. That's why we always compare every game to Uncharted.
Okay. Now I have
Man, people need to fucking play other video games. Guy that's only ever watched Boss Baby. Hey, this gives me Boss Baby vibes. Is it really? I'm dead serious, Grim. Back when this game first came out and we streamed it, multiple people back to back came in and said that this game looks just like Uncharted. And then when we would ask, like, what is it about it that looks like Uncharted? Oh, because when you aim, the gun goes over your shoulder. So you mean like a third-person shooter? Right? You mean like a third-person shooter? A genre of video games? That a lot of video games are like? But since they only, play Uncharted. That's the only one we got. Yeah, see, I don't like the whole recharging thing. It's kind of annoying. Got this boy doing the burning. This is the thigh simulator.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack.
Seems like it, Gatsby.
Duty as director.
Seems like, regardless of what you're shooting, you do the same amount of damage. But that's against these enemies. You fight like regular humans, so
You hear
if you're
that?
shooting them in the head, will probably do more damage.
It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here.
All I can remember is the Uncharted and the GoldenEye 64 one. Yeah, that's
Things are
James
quieting down
McAfee off
outside.
himself.
Is it safe to go?
Well, that's him with his baby. He de-juicified himself. You become the bureau director, right? Can you imagine? How does that shit work? I came here to just clean toilets. Now I'm the president? That's spooky dookie.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You. Oh, thank you. That was horror. Fuck away.
Yeah, you do more damage. And it also makes them... Oh my god, dude. Almost got me. When should we start reading the lore? She's going 3D? I think it's in the pause menu, right? No. There's a lot of stuff. The Hiss guards. Oh, this just explains you the dudes that we just fought. So the Hiss guards use standard issue bullet rifles, carry the corruption. There's a paranoid. Blah, 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 blah. It says Hiss corruption. Does Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Does Hiss target individual with combat training? Does Hiss have level of cognizance? And then picture of James McAfee. And then this is the information about the service weapon that you have. Yeah, it does. Yeah. I think if you want a further understanding of what's happening, you have to actually read through the stuff that you pick up. But you know, majority of people don't read. Thurgood himself, how are you doing? I'm not disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day. The rest of this week, can't trust in Barbara. Not a single one of them. Objects of power. I think this is the one that we just watched, right? Where he's got the.
Objects of power.
Oh yeah. No, we didn't watch this,
Cause
right?
Or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality.
I don't think we've
Aside
seen
note,
this one yet.
Remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now,
It's really
service
tough to
weapon
balance the
is, of
reading and the
course,
playing
a
of the game
prime
because there's a lot to
example
read.
Of an OOP, a very powerful one.
That's all those games, isn't it, Luigi? All those Souls games?
Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, head of research, Federal Bureau of Control.
what was it? Female booty conservation.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance.
Oh Lord's the lady live action.
Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the big man. Okay.
Ooh, my aim, dude. I wish I had a reload button. I really do. Because I like bussing. So Remedy's one of your favorites. I do like me some Remedy too. They do make some fat bangers. For Souls Kingsfield and Shadow Tower. Oh shit, is that Miss Minutes? It's definitely one of those games. This is definitely one of those games that like you have to be interested to know what's happening. If you don't care about the story, you're not gonna like the game, because that's the whole point. Is you want to know the story, you want to know what the fuck's going on. Okay, let's. I'm pressing the wrong button. Let's see what we got. Marshall investigating. We checked out the subject on adults. Was anything just like the house fire before the malfunction closed dryer. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs. The alls, the Alan Wake investigations. And a real thing are we need to rotate these fields off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch. Next one on the list. Let's hope that they're a little livelier here. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum Thompson. Keenum? The Keenum? The hip fire accuracy? Yeah, at this point, it's better to just hip fire than, you know, than aim, because when you're aiming, you move slower. I think his nickname is Twinkle Toes. Executive meeting minutes.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for
Never
any
did finish
altered
this game.
items or
I didn't
objects
either.
of power. 2. Carry the
But I'd
altered
like to.
item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
You guys find it weird there's already pictures of her on the wall as like the president? With them juicy ass lips. I mean, we did open up a shelter. But I guess that's not where we're supposed to be going. Ooh.
Hissing sound
Phantom
that tried
Mask.
to invade me earlier.
There's to play Yakuza 5.
Burrowing
For the
into
memes?
everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy?
No.
Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Urban Legends. Boy, do I want to read that. Let's see. What do we got? Urban Legends. Urban Legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain blank informed by our own blank and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially blank in popular culture using our Bureau made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, the human imagination exacerbates the details. Turban legends? What? Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on blank are a pair of scissors that consume human blank. What? Through two punctures of the blank, these details living in the minds of so many have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children, they're paranormal realities waiting to happen. So they're saying that, like, when it comes to urban legends, that they come to life because people believe that they're real. Dude's hanging from the ceiling with the ultimate wedgie. This is just people just meeting up. I think the majority of, like, this stuff is just kind of... This is if you don't leave, they ask this question, are you here to see someone? How'd you find this place? Are you in New York or just visiting? Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious. Oh, building shifts. We have that already. That man hangs from the ceiling by just a mega wedgie. Oh, fuck, dude. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Recharge. He said, "Oh."
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt them. Spreading them.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean?
Cleanse the control point. That red is making my eyes hurt. This is called being paranoid, Dark Fast. What are we talking about? What you mean?
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
We got different outfits. I wonder if there's any McNasty mods for this
Are you
game.
with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
You think there are any McNasty mods for this game? There I go Googling again.
Please, talk to me.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're
Wait a minute,
coming
what?
out.
Oh, when you said no such thing as being too suspicious? Oh yeah, okay, that's what you mean. So yeah, there is. It's called being paranoid. I get it. I get it now.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow
You like her
this
hair?
hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the Hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition.
Hiss from a
Trench is
cat?
no longer the director.
I said the hiss from poison gas getting in.
I'm sorry.
But then
I'm
cats are
talking too
evil,
much.
so
This whole
it
situation
makes sense.
is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
Yes. I can try.
I'm speaking for you, of course.
She could try.
We can
You're
try
right.
it together.
You are correct, Mundo.
Okay. You with me?
You can only
Did
get
it
6
before.
people in this big ass
Push
room.
the hiss out.
Control points. That's probably just explaining what she just explained to me. Only 6 people can fit in here, but there's 3 beds. I guess there's a couch. That's 4. 2 chairs. 5, 6. There you go. Whoop whoop. Push the hiss out. Two people per bed on them tiny ass beds. Would you snuggle up with somebody on them beds? One of your coworkers? Push it out. Be gone, demon. Be gone. See ya, Gatsby. Thanks for chilling. Yes, if it's a girl, you don't get to choose.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out.
You play The Darkness? I played the second one all the way through and I liked it, but I did not like the first game. I thought it was awful.
Jesse, over here.
But the
We need to
second
make
game
a
was pretty
plan,
cool.
Jesse.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
About to snuggle up with all your
Tell her why I'm
coworkers.
here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up.
One sparrow
I've
past
been
your
looking
arms.
for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary.
Put a pillow down.
You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you.
I think maybe they
My
take
boss,
shifts on
Casper Darling,
sleeping.
would know, but
Good night, Yoshida.
he's missing.
Thanks for big chilling with us.
I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience.
Hey,
He
Jailer.
might know how to destroy the
Moobot
Hiss.
snitching on you?
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier.
Damn.
Keep an eye out.
Big Windier? Resub 2 hours ago? Did I miss
They
that?
call me the director.
Big Windier? Hey,
That's not
Jabler.
me. I'm not a director.
Moobot
type.
snitched on you like
I'm
that?
a leader.
Captain Now and
Why am
Later?
I
You guys
here?
like Now and Laters? I was always afraid that
think
Candy
you
would pull my
already
teeth
know.
out of my mouth. Same with
Yes,
like Jolly
I came for
Ranchers.
my brother, but there are other reasons too.
How's the game so far?
I said I was
We're
looking for
only,
answers,
like,
but
30 minutes
I
into
might
it. It's
never
fine so far.
understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the Hiss destroy it all.
Yeah, I'm always afraid it's gonna like pull my teeth out of my mouth whenever I chew a Now and Later. I like Laffy Taffy though. Laffy Taffy is delicious. The phone's ringing. The phone that be ringing. Ooh. It's like one of them old banana phones.
Look, I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions.
Like vanilla Tootsie Rolls?
The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the...
All the signs to the
The
mailroom.
hotline should be in the communications department.
Past the mailroom.
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly?
Banana Laffy Taffy?
This is all
It makes you shake.
new to me.
Like Harlem Shake.
Don't worry, I love...
Start doing the
choreography
Bernie when you eating Laffy
So
Taffy.
objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize
Sure.
this?
got it. Thanks.
So this is pretty much a way for them to explain like
Thanks, Emily.
the shit that's going on
I'm
in like
sure I'll have
Alan
more
Wake and stuff with
questions
the
soon.
dark place and all this weird
Just
shit.
let me know.
I wonder what object of powers, like what object of powers in Alan Wake. I guess it's like the book. What is it, like the Arrival or something like that? Or the Return or some shit. Shatter projectile boost. Oh, is it the typewriter? Okay. Interessante. I think exclusive to Shatter. Oh, that's the shotgun. Right? We don't have that yet. We only have the grip. We have a personal mod though. Get extra health. Sure. Portrait of Director Zachary Trench. Control points, pretty much explaining how we can do control points. Okay. It's the clicker. Can't find any McNasty mods. Typewriter. Hey, Ryan. Yeah, the clicker was like the big MacGuffin in the first game. That was like the thing you had to find. The grip. The gap. Alright, we need to go to the mailroom. I don't think we have a map yet, do we? Sector elevator. Cafeteria. Dead letters. Communications department. Up on the deep has a map. This map
There
can
it
go
is again.
fuck itself.
Our
This map
welcome message.
is so confusing. That's brazy. Yeah, the map is fucking awful in this game. That's one thing I remember about this game, is the map being very, very difficult to read. It's funny because I think we have like a clearance. Oh, we don't have a clearance level. We just have materials. Never mind. Yeah, the map in this game is it's too extra. There's so much shit. It's hard to read. Abduke. I'd rather have like an overly simplified map than like an overly complicated one, because like this shit, like how do I know? Okay, I guess we need to go down the stairs and then go up. Yeah, that's what it looks like we need to go. And the map is hell for that, right? Ugh. He's a baby. Yeah. Big baby. Got an object of power in the toilet. So I think this is it. Dead letters. Oh no, there's a sign right here. Executive office. Communications department is this way. This door's locked and foamed shut. Yeah, you have to check the map a lot. Yeah. You're trapped inside of the building, so you're traveling through the building. The Chipotle power. So go crazy listening to the hiss. Yeah, just having to listen to that shit. Just constant talking, just jabbering about nonsense. You tried Condemned series? Yes. I've done playthroughs of them on YouTube. Condemned 2 is terrible. I hate that game. 1 is a lot better. 2 is a game I'll never play again. You love to eat Cap'n Crunch. The hiss getting sauced. Hey, Timmy. Big Timmy. Latina like to eat cereal that makes his gums bleed. It is tasty though. It is damn delicious, but boy does it hurt. And I don't like it getting soft because then it tastes bad. I like it crunchy.
8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Because they can't be hacked. You can't hack a floppy disk, right?
Communications.
Yeah, I see it,
On
but
the
I
right
want
track.
to look around real quick. There's some lore laying around. The Machine God? Oh boy. Let's see what the Machine God's about. Travel costs. Too much. I had a dream that I built this thing I saw in my dream, a machine that will contain God, but not the God you know, the ones that anyone knows, a new God. The machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used a motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster and the fans, plus the timing belt from my car's engine and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he will learn how on his own. This is only just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Would you be weirded out if you found something like that? Yes, why do they have old TVs if this game takes place in 2010s? I think to fit with the aesthetic that they're going with of analog. Everything looks very analog in this game. They still have like chalkboards and messenger tubes and stuff like that. It's a very analog way, these old ass computers. I think it's just a way to keep it fit like the aesthetic of the game. Hey, Sir Momo. Very old-fashioned way that works, you know? Why fix it? It works. Snack machines. That's such a funny looking picture. Yeah, because it's like, it's... That boy got funked. Another positive of using like the older technology is just that it's a lot harder to fuck with. You know what I mean? No, the wall's yelling at me. He's telling me to go away. It's a lot harder to mess with, like what D-Boy was saying before, how like nuke codes are still on like floppy disks and shit because you can't hack it. I guess it just fits with how the game is, you know, you mess with a lot of spooky shit, so you gotta, you know, make it difficult for them to escape. That boy got knocked. He said, boop. I guess this is where we get our...
Object of power. Looks like the pulse had latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
It just fits the look of it. The Nokia phones. Somebody said that you would only put a case on a Nokia phone to protect the floor if you ever drop it. Nice. Oh. Those thick jelly cases. The floppy disk with superpowers. Man, when I was a little kid, I used to play The Sims, and I thought that I needed a floppy disk to save because I was used to like console games. The console games use memory cards, you know. So I would always pop in the floppy disk and hit save. And then one time I went to like my cousin's house that had The Sims, and I brought my floppy disk to see if I can like oh, look at my family, and it wouldn't work. And that's when I found out that it didn't even save to it, and I was so mad. I had a green one. It was cool.
Really the ones pulling the strings?
I had a green floppy disk. My favorite color. Whoop whoop. Now this is when it's gonna start getting spooky. With all the particle effects and shit. Oops, pressed the wrong button. Is it Book Club Samson? I read a lot of sci-fi as far as space opera concerned. Unless you French things, yeah, I'm making stupid. Like everything on it's like a catchphrase, real knowing, real fast. The best part of the story was space battles. I sided with the fixers, absolutely, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made with the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. The scene where they invade a city planet and convert the entire population using those brain worms, and the space dogfight between those two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched to his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. That's funny. I was born in '89. Clear Momo. Eat that shit. Now we got superpowers, baby. They'll never know what hit them.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off.
All right. Oh, shit.
I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
This'll hurt, right? Killed the guy behind him? And then boo to the yow, right? So been something that drops the New Game Plus DLC soon. I think it's kind of lame that a lot of companies do that to like get you to play that shit again instead of just having it in. Like, it doesn't make sense that it's not just in the game, but maybe that's like a Sony thing. Maybe that's like in their game plan to get you to play the games longer, because maybe you'll hold on to it longer because they don't want you to sell it or trade it in, you know. Wait for them to battle like used games or something, maybe. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. But with me though, like I don't think there's ever been a game that I'm like, ooh, New Game Plus, whoop whoop, and then I fire it back up like that. Nah. Once I'm like done, I'm done. Let's play something else. Flying colors on those old Mac computers. Suck on those toes, nerd. Give him the Volt Kruger. Or what Bungie did, and they fire a bunch of people. I don't know why, though. Anybody know why they fired a bunch of people? Because they felt like it?
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Alan Hot Snakes. Oh, the story mission changes. At least it's a free update. I mean, it better be free because it should be already in the game, right? When you expect a new game plus in a video game in 2023, period? Right? Unless it's like a game that's like heavily story based, like, and I guess like a new game plus would break like the story sequence or something, but I would expect it to be in it. I see the Spider Cube glitch. I did, yeah. Someone posted it in the Discord. Free unlike Sega. But when you think about it, does Sega ever do anything right? They ever do anything correct? Did you, speaking of Sega, did you see the stuff about like how like Sega has a plan to like outsell Mario in like movies and media? That made me laugh. Like media and video games, they were like, oh, it's our goal to outsell Mario. We're gonna prove that Sonic's the GOAT. That made me laugh so hard, dude. I was like, Sega's on the hooch tonight, baby. Did you see any of those articles? I gotta see if I can find it. Let me pull it up real quick. It was some of the funniest shit I've ever read. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was like, who do I follow for game news? It was like a game thing news I follow that posted about it. Let me see. I don't know who posted it. Maybe if I just Google. Maybe if I just search Sega. Maybe that'll come up. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. It says Sega says it wants Sonic to surpass Mario in sales. The first comment says, in an alternate universe where Sonic's good, maybe. Fuck, man. It'd be like that? It'd be like that, don't it? Because I found an article on GameFAQs. Yeah, they're talking about how they want like Sonic to beat Mario in like any way that they can, whether it be movies or that dude's jaw is fucking missing. Wow. Who did that? Who's the monster? That shit's so funny to me, dude. You just turn on the radio and it's somebody opening their door in the bathroom. Sega's biggest problem, especially with Sonic, is they can't consistently release good video games back to back. They always have to try something new or change stuff, which is cool and all. I mean, you're not getting the same thing over and over again, but every time they do it, when the game is decent, it's kind of half-baked, and it feels like, oh, this would be better if they did it again. Like, they would learn and do better, you know what I mean? Like, they can do good, but they do so bad in between the good.
You're listening to America.
You know what I mean? Clearance level 1? We already found one of these, but I guess I'll have 2. We have to go to the mail room. I think that's where the first boss is. Like, they do some good work, but they also do some fat stinkers, man. It goes, it's 100% in both directions. You know what I mean? This is creepy bug-eyed fucker.
They can fly now.
I like hear shit behind me and I don't like it. Alright, here's the deal, nerd.
Thank you.
Oh, he dodged that shit? Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Okay, now, whoa. Welcome back. How you been? I like it when I unpause the game starts lagging like crazy. Did you guys notice that? Fucking dodge shit being thrown at him, but he can't dodge a bullet. If you can dodge these nipples, you can dodge a ball. Nice. Oh, that didn't work. So he just left. 106 months. Whoa, what, Jinx? Who owes who a soda now? Or some candy?
Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Which way did he go? Not that way, evidently. Up the stairs, probably. We got some more collectibles. The Hiss Guard, the Hiss Ranger. Every time we fight a new goon, they give us some more booty hole stuff. Oh, the floppy disk to tell us about how we can, like, throw shit. Tomasi Willow AW outcome. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack of the Alaskan town. You know, I don't like the boast, but claiming that the family was killed by a migrating polar bears desperate for food, that their ecosystems being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to blank. So another AW behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done. Everyone was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. So let me get this straight. They were like, yeah, thanks for lying. Hey, Mr. Orange Joker. What the fuck? There's something strapped to me. All them tubes? Yeah, it did, Phantom Mask, yeah. Well, Sonic was on everything, wasn't it? It was for all platforms.
Alberto Tomasi, head of comms.
That was the dude that we just finished
The
fighting.
Hiss got him.
They got his ass. Oh, we watched the one on the floppy disk when he talks about how they launched pencils. Tea time? Hey, Malcolm. Yes, tea time's at 7. I'll see you at the course on Sunday morning. By the way, we have heard about this Tennyson report. Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about it, would you? See you on Sunday, Jimothy. What about the machine god, though? The butt summary? Say about switch cord. Tomasi's ID. That was the dude we were just fighting? Issue date 2016. What's my favorite tea? So far lately, my favorite tea has been peach ginger with matcha in it. It's funny because I like, and then like lemon ginger is pretty good. I like having a lot of ginger because it helps soothe my stomach.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged the cellular walls, but you can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Damn, he was sitting there cracking up while these people getting fucked over.
Far now.
We're heading to the hotline. Hotline bling. Visible chunks of ginger in it? No, never. I just like the tea because it just makes my stomach feel a little bit better. Because I'd be getting the bubble guts quite a bit. Hotline security log. Hot log? Man, when I was working at Blockbuster in like the 2010s, they're fucking we were using computers from like the 80s and shit. Like the green and black text computers. That's how old that shit was. Hotline security dog, trench. Bill Everett, custodian, trench, custodian, trench. How do you go? Oh no, those are 2 different dates. Director Trench, Bill Everett, Carl Bishop, a new custodian, huh? Yeah, peppermint tea, I have that too.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Green logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with the black pyramid.
Ocean View Motel, casino entry point. What the fuck?
Been here before?
What the fuck?
No.
The Matrix computers, yeah, with the black and green
Stayed
text.
at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Yeah, typing on those old computers made you feel like a hacker, man. Is this a reference to Saw? Is this the Spiral? Is this the Spiral? People really like the Pacific Northwest, don't they? Talking about all the like spooky, creepy shit always works there. I mean, happens there. Is it because it's because of Twin Peaks, isn't it? Twin Peaks started it. It was Twin Peaks and Bigfoot. Miami. Say your command prompt.
Hello? Anyone here?
Ain't shit up in here. Click it again. Let's see. Nothing. Where you see all this dust from the sunlight? Just breathing all this asbestos? Yeah, Pyramid, I was thinking about it.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
I was thinking about it, giving it another shot. I know a lot of people say that that's their like go-to favorite, like so bad it's good game. But the difference between that game and Alone in the Dark is like Alone in the Dark is still like fun to play. Whereas like that game wasn't. For me at least. Oh, it only opens the 3 on the side. Alright, well if it had a black pyramid and that was one of the signs. There it is. Now that's some spooky shit. Yeah, the game running like shit doesn't help either. Like, I just can't see any positives of that game at all, outside of its story being good, is what people say. So it feels definitely like a game that, like, you'd rather play it. Not play it, you'd rather watch it than play it. Because then you don't have to play it if you're just watching it. You can just enjoy the good part of it without having to deal with the bad. Without having to deal with the badge. Complete the astral plane challenge? What? Like Silent Hill 4, but worse? I don't know. I couldn't. The thing about Silent Hill is Silent Hill 4 is that I really like the game's story. That's the only reason why I kept going. Like, if I didn't think the story was fascinating, I would have quit that game a long time ago. Because that game plays like shit too. But at least like Silent Hill 4 like doesn't run like ass, you know what I mean? Like it has a couple of times where it gets chunky, but like Deadly Premonition from Cradle to Grave just runs like balls. Runs like cock-a-doo-doo. I want to see what happened if you shot it.
It is
The hotline bling?
It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board.
Room of White?
And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
How do you dial on it? You don't? You just answer it?
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
Wait a minute, that's Unpoggers.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info.
I was holding in my pocket. Why is Max Payne and everything?
Emily.
Because Remedy likes him in his video games. I mean, in the video games.
Strongly.
But I don't know about Alone in the Dark. I don't know why the fuck he was in that game. But
is it?
It's because Sam Lake likes him. So he works with him, kind of like how what's his name? Tim Burton. How he likes to work with like Johnny Depp and everybody, all the same thing. Contain procedure, objects should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Objects in 1960s era red Bakelite telephone. The rotary design has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs blank. The object allows the director to communicate with the blank. It's with the board. It told us before. If used by any other than a direct, the object will cause lethal. Oh shit. The object is currently bound to the director's trench. Background: the objects obtained in the manifest in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery tests were run on the object, including blank and blank, but its origins remains unknown. So the hotline, if you use the hotline, it will clap your cheeks. This is what we just did, right?
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a rain cloud making me forget.
I can turn my fan on. It's getting kind of hot in here.
I must reach the hotline.
The spaghetti line. I was just him explaining stuff like that, right? Control points.
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control points, the ley lines,
A lot of trippy
the
scenes.
meridians of the oldest house. Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the
And you guys
director
play Dark Tide?
Thank you. Before me,
D-Boy and shit.
I couldn't
It
manage
restarts
it
the
in my
browser.
own house, at my home.
The browser be freezing up your computer like it did mine
Well,
that one
do it
time.
here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive.
You do? Dark Tide's fun,
Be
isn't it?
sealed inside, then
I hit level
endless
30 last night.
labyrinth. No one would
Oh, it
hear us.
is, right? The big, thick
If an
one?
enemy
D-Boy?
ever managed to
Shit.
corrupt the
D-Boy, I
control
wish you can
points,
come to movie night, but
it'd be
I know you
over
work really
fast,
early.
spreading like
We
a
be having fun
cancer.
sometimes when Winter Sullen's there.
The fire breaks like a crown
Being the
of
goat.
fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerous.
Just doing old man things. I'm surprised that shit lasted that long.
Has he been compromised?
The director was mega paranoid, dude. Mega paranoid. I want to see what the Ocean View Motel is.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and
So I was asking before, like, what's up with like the Pacific Northwest being the base of a lot of
Ocean
paranormal
View
shit?
operates on dream
And
logic,
that's probably because
and the
of
light switch cord
Twin
leaks
Peaks,
out
huh?
to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out
Yeah,
those
Twin
not
Peaks
trained
started
in
it all, huh?
dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes
So it'd be rainy and cloudy up there? Yeah. Okay. The hotline. We already watched the video on the hotline.
Tell Emily. She might be able to help.
All the lore, man. All the lore. Isn't there like one puzzle in this game that a lot of people had a problem with? CG in game, it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters to me. It doesn't really matter to me. I think it's kind of cool because a lot of games don't do that. So it's very interesting because it's unique. But I don't mind too much. It's whatever. It's mostly like Remedy's thing though. They're the only company I can think of that tries to like implement and cross over like live action cutscenes, stuff like that. Kind of reminds me of like the good old days of like, oh shit, the director's office. We're back here. Kind of reminds me of like the good old days of those you know, those older games. What were they called? I can't remember what they're called. The live action, what are they called? Like, not CDI games. God, they had a specific name to them. I can't think of it at the moment. Yeah, like the FMV games. Yeah, kind of reminds me of that, but not shitty. Because FMV games are always really bad. Usually, they're really bad. Full motion video. They were usually ass cheeks. Current's level 4 and it's got sticky notes all over it. So there's probably an object of power or some weird shit up in there. There's an X-Files FMV game that did really badly. I know sometimes we get modernized FMV games. Like, I know there's like a couple. I remember I bought one from like Humble Bundle or something. It's something about like I think it's called the Shape-Shifting Detective. Have you guys ever heard of that game? It sounded super interesting and it was on sale, I think for $3 or something like that, and I bought it. And I wanted to stream it, but I completely, forgot until just now. Have you guys ever heard of that game? Nope, never. The Shape-Shifting Detective? Or like, what's that one game? Like, there's another like really popular FMV style game. What's it called? There's another one that I've seen here and there. Something about like you dating women or something. It's like a dating sim and you have to like... I think it has that one guy from Upgrade in it. I always see it getting promoted all the time. On like Twitter and stuff. I think Emily's in the boardroom, isn't she? Yeah, there she is.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms? The hiss? Sorry. You made it. I'm glad.
It's
Emily?
a goddamn mess.
Let's talk. I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
You can make out with Trench?
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. His gone.
The hiss guy?
Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA.
You say Harry Leisure
She
suit?
took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure
Is that his
the
name?
HRA
What are you talking about?
production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
Magic.
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you.
Yeah,
But
there's
I
like a
wouldn't
dating
mind
FMV
understanding more
game.
myself.
I'll have to Google
Okay.
it.
If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling
I'll have
and
to
Marshall.
Google it.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector.
Unless you're talking about Leisure
The
Suit
sooner I
Larry,
find
it's
one,
not a
the sooner I
FMV
finish
game.
this
Let me
override.
Google it. Is it a dating game? 5 dates? I don't think that's it. I swear there was a game that had that dude that was in Upgrade. Let me look up that actor and maybe I'll be able to find the game. He's a dude that looks like fake ass Tom something. Tom Hardy? Logan Marshall is his name. He looks like fake ass Tom Hardy. He was in an FMV game. Telling Lies is the game he was in. It's a narrative video game developed by Sam Barlow and Furious B, published by, came out in 2019 for, yeah. Damn, what a mess. What is happening? Telling Lies is a game about uncovering the truth. Oh, okay, so it's not a dating sim. It's about you just catching people from fucking lying. I forgot, I have to pee. Can you guys give me a second? I drank 2 bottles of water, so give me just 2 seconds. The game's probably gonna start lagging anyway. I'll be right back. I just gotta pee and then put my hands in some... Nope. And then put my hands in some chips. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. BRB. Hey chat, as I was watching the pee leave my body, I was thinking, and I wanted to ask you guys a question. You ready? What's the question you're probably asking, wondering? The question is, would you consider this chat room a welcoming place? I know sometimes we're not welcoming to specific kinds of people. Saying that out loud makes it sound awful, but like, you guys know what I'm talking about. But like to like normal people, like just regular old people. It did sound really bad, yeah. Like, oh, we hate them fucking blah blah blah. No, what I mean by that is there are specific people that are mainly from YouTube that are really irritating, that we kind of clown when they show up. But everyone else is perfectly fine. I try to be as welcoming as possible.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing.
Into the bang bus. There are like specific types of people that show up, and those specific types are like just people from YouTube. Because you typically lurk, but you feel comfortable chatting. That's what I would like. Old Zen, welcome. By the way, I'm glad you decided to speak. But like I want people to feel comfortable to talk. That's why whenever people have like super really bad hot takes, unless you're like Latina or somebody that I love, or like Winter Selling, I usually just don't. You know, it doesn't matter. Everybody is cool to talk about what they want as long as you're not like, you know, being a racist or some shit. It's just video games. It doesn't matter, you know. So I just want people to be comfortable to enjoy talking and stuff. I know there are some chats that like I enjoy watching like certain streams, but I would never talk because like the streamer's a little hostile. Very defensive of stuff all the time, so I'm always like afraid to speak. Usually in general though, I just don't really like talking in people's chats.
Hi, Jesse.
And the Dutch, I know what you're talking about. Tell me about Director Trench and why is his lips so
I keep
kissable?
hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost?
Winter Soldier? I love Winter Soldier.
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if
Yeah, I don't require people to chat, but
maybe it's his
I like having conversations with you guys. I think that's more fun than
deep space probe sending back data.
playing the video game, you know? Because I can play a video game by myself, but
I need the gun to research it.
I can't play a video game with you guys by myself.
I think I will. Yeah.
How long is Urban Chaos? Can someone Google that? Urban Rain, I hear, is a long video game. How long is there? Because we might can play Urban Chaos first, because I don't think it's that long of a game. Is Drew McIntyre going to beat Seth Rollins Saturday? Yes. I think so. Do you think so, Cecil? And the mods don't do shit? I feel you.
Where did the hiss come from?
I usually don't
I'm not
chat
sure.
though. Every once
You
in a
said the
while.
hiss was here when you entered. Did you
15
see anything
hours?
like that outside before
Fucking
you
really?
came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context,
No,
it's
Winter
good
Soldier.
news.
Shh,
The
don't say
lockdown
that. You're gonna
holds.
get in trouble.
The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
Okay.
Thanks,
We have to
Emily.
figure out where to
I'm
go.
sure I'll have more questions soon.
8 hours? Completion run is
let me
14?
know.
That's not bad at all. But how long is Urban Rain? Look up Urban Rain, see squared. See, because the back of that game goes over 100 missions. I'm like, that shit's gonna take fucking forever. What was the question? Do you feel that our chat is welcoming of people that aren't from YouTube? Those are the only people we kind of clown, Loki.
Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
But they come in and they set it up. It's just too easy. You know what I mean? They make it so hard to not do it. 7.5. Fuck, really? That's shorter? Oh, you're talking about Riot Respawn. No, I'm talking about Urban Rain. Look up how long Urban Rain is. We need to find a way to the maintenance sector. Good luck finding that on a fucking map. Health recovery. What is it? Energy recovery speed. Oh, this is a nice 6%. It's the same shit that we have already. I don't think we have any weapon mods, do we? They're both for the Shatter, which is, I believe, the shotgun that we don't have yet. Have you played Phoenix Rising? I don't think so. I don't think I've heard of that one. Let me Google it. He said, what do viewers from YouTube act like here? So not all of them are bad, but if you hang around here long enough and pay attention to the chat, you can tell when someone is directly from YouTube, and it's just the way they talk. I've streamed it? Really? What is this fucking game? Let me Google it. Is it missing some of the title? Oh, I Googled it and got a basketball team. Are you sure? Oh, that fucking game. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was fun. It's called Immortals. And the Phoenix is spelled with an F. That's why I didn't know what you were talking about. It's spelled F-E-N-Y-X. Okay, yeah, I would recommend that game. It's really fun. It's probably the best Breath of the Wild clone I played. The one that I had the most fun playing. So yeah, YouTube viewers, not all of them are bad. But the few that are bad are pretty bad. Usually they show up and they just ask unanswerable questions. They repeat things I say from like 20 years ago. Like, they're very obvious. Yeah, they ask, like, when am I going to upload? Like, stuff like that. They're very obvious. It's very obvious that, like, they just don't understand. Like, they don't get it. There's a lot of people that'll come and say, like, oh, I watch your YouTube stuff all the time. I'm from YouTube. And then they hang out and they chat and they're really cool. And then there are people that show up that are just like, where's Yoshi at? You know, that guy you played video games with 14 years ago. Where's he? I have no fucking clue. I have no idea. When are you going to finish? When are you going to upload more Metal Gear Solid 5? When are you going to finish that playthrough? Never. Because it was 7 years ago. It's stuff like that. Like, they just come and they ask a lot of questions I can't really answer. And then they ask me to, like, say things, or, you know, like, oh, say bootleg, say, like I'm like a performing monkey or something like that. Say bootleg, hey, when are you going to say bootleg? That happens quite a bit too. Or they'll be like, hey, remember when you said this in that playthrough you did in 2009? No, I don't. Like, I can't answer that question. Like, I don't know how to respond to that. No, I don't. We read this. Why is this up here? No, the butt summary, the butt supplement. So it's just very, they stand out like a sore thumb. They stand out very well. You'll notice them right away. You'll notice they have a different vibe than the majority of the people in the chat room. They act very different. And the funny thing is, like, the majority of the time, the people in chat just kind of clown them. Or they just, like, mess with them. Or, like, they'll ask a question and then they'll, like, give them really silly answers and stuff like that. It doesn't happen too often, but... The board countermeasures? Yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's very uncomfortable when they're around. And you'll notice. You'll notice right away. They stand out very well. They act a lot different than the majority of the people in the chat. We need to find I need to figure out where is the maintenance.
Obviously, you never read the P6 data.
See, this is the remember we were talking about the map, right? Executive, Central Executive. Is that the area we need to go? Oh no, that's where we're at now. How do we know where the fuck we're supposed to go? Search for a way into the maintenance sector.
Field lab set up as soon as possible.
With what? We can't get any equipment from the research center.
An Xbox 360? Yeah. And usually, like Zion said, usually when like the chat like kind of clowns them or like kind of make jokes about it, it's never like, I hate you, go away. It's just kind of having fun with them. Stuff like that. Like, there was one guy that came in chat one time and just kept asking what ethnicity I was over and over and over again. And so I gave him a sarcastic answer because it doesn't matter. And it's none of your business. But it doesn't matter. Just the fact that he kept asking it over and over and over again. So then, like, they then said something about a job, like, oh, like, where should I work? And I remember Zion said to him, you should work for the FBI since you're so worried about people's ethnicities. That shit was so funny. That's the kind of stuff I mean when they like they say like they kind of like kind of fuck with people. That shit made me laughing so hard. He was like, you should work for the FBI since you're so worried about shit like people's ethnicities. Oh man. Oh, he said it was the Census Bureau or something like that. I just know that made me laughing for I was laughing like that, laughing about that for like days. I was like, that shit's so funny. Let me go ask her again. I don't understand how we're supposed to get to the maintenance area since it's not on the map. I don't know where to go.
Bring me back anything good?
No, crazy bitch. I'm trying to figure out where to go.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Wait, it seems
Census
that way.
Bureau, right?
I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one, it seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the
Fill the
timing
minority
seem
quota.
suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his
I
latest
understand,
breakthrough in
like,
big presentations.
Wondering, but it's like not important enough to like just
Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly
come here and
he
spam
knew.
it. You know what I mean? Like, let me just keep
Thanks,
copying
Emily.
and pasting this question
I'm
over
sure
and
I'll
over again
have
until
more
you
questions
answer
soon.
it. Answer my fucking
Just let me
question.
know.
Answer my irrelevant ass question. You, guy playing Crash Bandicoot, are you Hispanic? Does it fucking matter? We're playing Crash Bandicoot. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Where do we go? Guess we just start running around until we figure out where the maintenance sector is? I don't understand where the maintenance sector is.
Document the Hiss incantation, she calls it.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Well, I guess we found it. Booyah.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
Found it. Yeah, I don't know, man. That is how it is, I guess. It's fine, though. Yeah, that fucking guy. I like how he has to constantly tell you it's that specific Spider. I'm playing Spider-Man 1 for the PlayStation 1. Woo woo. Bugging Zero? Yeah. I don't get it, man.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti.
Maybe.
It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
I think he has superpowers. Y'all think he has superpowers? We don't have two yet. We have one. Yeah, it was just a general question. Or someone asked that earlier. Because we were talking about floppy disks and stuff. And then they Googled it. Saying that like floppy disks went obsolete in
The
2011.
directorial override is right
Just
there,
to get an idea.
in the control room.
A lot of people are really, really young
do
and
we
they just
get
don't know.
there?
Like a lot of people don't even know what a floppy disk is. It doesn't matter, you know. It's fine. There are certain questions that are fine. And then there's some that are irrelevant. It was relevant to the conversation we were having. You know what I mean? This man's juiced. See if he could juice this. Oh shit. The whole point of like the question thing that I'm talking about is like you can ask whatever questions you want, but it has to pertain to be like relevant to what's going on. for it to make sense. You know what I mean? The PlayStation started at 5. Spear of Destiny, Wolfenstein. My first ever PC game I remember playing was Crime Patrol. Petroleum. That game, and not being able to run Duke Nukem 3D. The game running really bad. And like RuneScape. Oh, you're talking about that? Well, somebody asked earlier. Hey, I'm the King. You probably weren't paying attention, but someone asked earlier today. But it was because we were having a conversation about floppy disks. Which is a relevant question to ask. You know what I mean? Oh, what the fuck is going on? And I don't want to go in that room. That room looks gaseous. Jumping out of cover and shooting a dude is so funny. Crime Patrol. Owned by Pizza. Yo, speaking of pizza, they got some like pizza bread thing that looks delicious. But I haven't had pizza in so long that I'm afraid that it's going to give me diarrhea. It's been a while since I've had pizza. Or just pizza in general. I've been eating chili. Like brazy. I've been eating chili like brazy, baby. Crime Patrol 2 is dog shit. That game was hot fucking ass, dude. Unpoggers. I'm gonna give my free piece of those with student loan debt. Is that a thing? Yourself Papa John's. What is the pizza thing we were talking about earlier? Like they have like a pizza. Good night, Latina. I'll see you tomorrow, Big Papa. You sleep well. I'm gonna tell my dad you said that you're doing okay. Ooh, that's badge. Because my dad always asks, he was like, how's Latina? I'm like, Latina says, in quotations, I'm fine. Yeah, the last time I had pizza, we got it from this like mom and pop, like in New York. It's this place called, it's called, wait, what is it called? They really boast about having authentic New York pizza. Like they're, I guess, New York people that moved to Washington. And it's a bunch of,
what's down that way?
I believe it's owned by Indians. So that's where I get the gyros and stuff out there too. They have a lot of like Indian infused like foods and stuff that look delicious. How much he benches these days? I don't think he benches. I think he just does cardio. I don't think he does anymore. Like next time I go, I'll make a list of the stuff. Like they had this really tasty looking drink. It's like mango something. We don't think Courtney Hope is cute. A Mary Chase? Sure. I have a feeling he's in the door that has the picture of the mechanic on it, right? Not the mechanic. Mango Lassie?
Well,
I think that is it. Let me Google it.
The job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, Satana.
I think that is it, yes. They were like promoting it, and I was like, that shit looks so good.
I truly need an assistant.
I think that is it, Master.
Funny thing is,
I wanted to
I've
try
been
it
a
next time I
janitor.
went, but I haven't been in a week.
I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ati here seems to see that.
Yeah.
You know who my
how?
dad's all in love with
Ati,
now?
Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted.
That one wrestler that
otherwise
just
I
left
can't get to the
AEW,
other
the really
sectors.
buff black lady.
Can you help me get to the override?
He loves that woman.
Yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small couple of hours.
Yeah, Jay Cario. He loves Jay
Something
Cario.
tells
Like,
me it's
I
gonna
think
be
he has an
worth it.
Instagram and he just follows her and Chadwick Boseman.
You think there's a
I think that's like
doctor
it. That's
in
all
this?
he follows on
I can
Instagram.
tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant.
Yeah, we're suddenly married one.
I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, että this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel.
Is it
the
just me or is it
background
just very hard to follow what
inside.
he's saying?
The situation
He's
needs
like
to
speaking
be
in
fixed
code.
before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to
Yeah,
get
I'm
this.
having a hard time
Fix
too,
the
Jesse.
Coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation.
Why can't you be this creepy?
Right.
His accent's very thick.
No one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle.
Like, I kind of
Don't
get
worry
it.
at all. You'll take
What he's
care of it,
saying.
and soon this crisis gonna be
Like
last
I understood him
week's snow.
talking about how we have to fix like some generator or
Better
something's
go
gonna blow
now,
up.
So you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ati.
When you say back, you mean like behind you? Is that what you mean? Oh, yeah, that is what he means. Okay. Like, where's the back? Does back have an area code? You mean back like where I came from? You know what I mean? What a mess. Burn the trash. New mission. Let me see these missions. So we have a Mary Chase investigate the strange light in the break room. I think that's a new power.
Throw it in the fire.
At least we know that he's in here. Ooh, my stomach just growled really loud.
Reindeer.
Let's go. I think the merry-go-round. Oh yeah, look at that shit. I think that's a new object of power. It gives us a new power. Oh, that scared the shit out of me, bro. Holy shit. I thought I was gonna die. Is this how it's supposed to be? Because god damn. I don't think this is how it's supposed to look. I think it broke. This shit hurts. It's so bright.
Ugh,
I think I'm hungry.
this place makes me nauseous.
I had a barbecue chicken wrap for lunch, but it's not very big.
An object of power.
It doesn't look right, yeah.
How do you think it got
I
down
think
here?
there's something wrong with I think it's fucking up.
A carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
Alright, at least it was easy enough to solve without being able to see. So that's fine. That's all the game, bro. That's how it's supposed to be. It fixed. Oh, now we can air dodge. Oh, I got squished. The carousel horse gave us an air dodge. Oh, it got me. Like The Last of Us on PC. What a video game, huh? Gold enemies are immune to Jesse's attacks because they want you to. That's fucked up. Why'd she just stop? They make you do that shit all over? That's what you see after you drink Fabuloso? Dude, you know what I randomly think of? That time when I said, like, if you're about to go blind, like, you're in a hospital bed and they said you can look at one last thing before you go. What would you look at? And Zion said, I want to watch the doctor to tell me what, I want to see what Fabuloso tastes like. I want the doctor to drink it in front of me so I can see what Fabuloso tastes like. just want to see what Fabuloso tastes like. Oh, it's bugged again.
Let's see the Hess keep up with me now.
Mission completed. I don't think this is how this is supposed to be. I can't see where to go. I can't see where to go. Flavor of Fabuloso. It looks delicious, doesn't it? Do you think you'd really die if you drank it? Probably. Extreme bubble guts. Ooh. Okay, we got the dash. I was about to say, do we have to go do the dash again? We got the dash. We're good. We got to do this shit again, though. We got the dash though, so at least I guess that counted as a mission complete. We just couldn't run back because the game was busted. Seems to be a thing. Servicing the cleaner would tear your lining off. Uh-oh. What if you just give it a little sip, like a shot glass? Just a sippy sip. Would that be bad? I'm not talking about like chugging the whole bottle. What about a sippy sip? Would that be bad for you? Oh man. I believe we've solved this, right? We don't have to do this anymore. Yeah, I guess you're supposed to use the power to fly over that. Because let me look at my missions. Yeah, we finished it. We got the evade ability, even though the game bugged. Okay. You ever just wonder, though, when you're selling? Before we get this out of here, I'm not encouraging anybody to drink Fabuloso. Please don't do that. That's a bad idea. I'm just asking, do you ever wonder? Because it looks delicious, but we all know it's bad for you. I don't understand why they try to make it look so delicious. It should be illegal. You can't make things that are bad for you look delicious. People were eating Tide Pods. Those look disgusting. Why would you eat a Tide Pod? Don't do that. That's bad. Oh.
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty. Keep the lights on.
Oh, is a minor gastrointestinal irritant unlikely to cause any major morbidity or mortality? Okay, so you'd survive it. Gotcha. Don't do it, though. Just think about it. Just wonder. You know, look at it and go, You don't ever look at stuff and wonder what it tastes like, even though you have no intentions of ever tasting it? They look like blown up gummies. Yeah, I don't know, man. You gotta keep the cheering away from the Fabuloso. Yeah, don't do that. I think this game looks pretty good, doesn't it? When it's working. And candle wax cubes. I'm trying to think of something else I've seen recently. I'm like, man, that looks delicious. I know there's been some dog treats from time to time that we give Sokka that looks pretty good. Look at your leg broken. I don't think... What does it taste like when it's selling? That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Does breaking your leg taste like something? Is there a flavor to breaking your legs?
Hey,
Go talk with Chief Arish in the security booth. He's in charge here.
Okay. I think this is when the game started getting really confusing because you have to really use like your map, and that map is just balls. It's pain flavored. What's the... I read in a... Well, not in a magazine, but I saw in a movie that like they claim that the worst bone to break in your body is like your collarbone. Oh, we can now do the construct spin. That's like the super thing, right? We can get the shotgun. Why not? Might as well. Pain, and here comes the... Are you here comes the pain without here comes the... I had detergents that look like fruit juice drinks. So you gotta believe that because your mom broke her collarbone like years ago? How did that happen? It was in a movie I watched that I can't remember what it's called, but I remember we tried watching it for movie night one year, or one time, and we couldn't find it. Was a shotgun ass in this game? Probably. We're gonna find out. 10% health? Hell yeah. What upgrades? Oh, do that. You always wonder if lipstick would taste like strawberry. Is it because it looks like push pops? Like the push pops? They do look very push poppy. Is this some of them doing that was a bad idea? Little kids eating crayons and lipstick and shit? And the color? Sometimes you want to try vanilla extract. Sometimes I do wonder if, like, what it actually tastes like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I do wonder, like, does it actually, you know, does it actually have, like, a flavor? Like, you usually put it in shit to give it a vanilla flavor, but, like, what if you just sipped the flavor? Is it flavored? You know? What is the name of that movie? Here, I'm gonna explain to you what the movie is. Can one of you guys... I can't alt-tab out because the game will start fucking tripping. Let me ask you guys a question. Okay, so there's a horror movie that we couldn't find for movie night one time. It is about these people. It's like Saw, pretty much. These people wake up in a room and they have these machines strapped on the back of their necks, and they have to inflict a certain amount of pain on each other to fill a bar before they run out of time, before they all die. And Gregory Sipes is in that movie. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I guess you could Google Gregory Sipes, and then you'd be able to find... He was in a lot of really shitty horror movies, which I find so funny. It was not Truth or Dare. No. Fill a bar. Yeah, like the pain threshold. There was like a bar that they had to fill with, like, they would get hurt and it would fill a bar. And here's the funny thing, JC, is not the spoiler, but at the end of the movie, there's a pregnant woman that they don't hurt the majority of the movie because she's pregnant. And something happens to where the game resets right before she's about to get out, and she has like 2 minutes to inflict 100% pain on herself, and she's just fucking herself up for like 10 minutes. It is so wild to get out of that room. And chocolate ice cream, I'm pretty sure. Like, she gets locked out and they're like, oh, it restarted the game. So like she like runs into a room, and I think it is Vile. Yeah, that's it. I believe that's the movie. I believe it's Vile. We tried to watch that movie for movie night one time, and I don't think we could find it. Like, we couldn't find it anywhere on the internet. It was... That game was... I remember renting that at Blockbuster. It was pretty awful. That was, like, one of my favorite dog shit movies. It was so bad. Like, she goes into, like, the kitchen and, like, boils water and then dunks her arms in the water and then, like, takes, like, salt and starts on her arms. That shit had me dying, man. I was like, this is so ridiculous. Yeah, dude. She fucking, like, jams her arms in this boiling water and then starts throwing salt on it.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Hell no, I'm the new commander-in-chief.
They all have HRAs.
We can watch
We're
a
on the
trailer
same
for it on
side.
Thursday if you want. Just remind me, or
My
if
name
someone
is
can
Jesse
post it in
Faden.
stream suggestions, and
I'm
we'll
here
watch
to
it.
perform the directorial
It's on
override to
Tubi
get
and
the lockdown
Plex.
lifted.
Yeah.
It might be permanent. I just remember we tried to watch that years ago. Like I'm talking like 2016, 2017, long time ago. We couldn't find it
Let's
anywhere.
skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and
The full movie's on YouTube. Woo woo, baby.
NSC?
oh, sorry.
God bless the
That's what we call a
copyright.
power plant. You know,
That bot's doing his
rumbling metal
job.
thing. Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is
This guy's head looks like he's wearing a mascot
Darling says
head
no
because his
being
head's fucking giant.
Darling, he's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat.
Doesn't his head look like he's like a mannequin man or something? Like he's wearing like a Max Headroom head, like mask.
Somewhere else.
Like he's a puppet or
Still,
something. His
at
head's
least he gave us these
huge.
personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off?
What?
Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen,
Too
I
big.
love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it.
Did I ever mention that
You
that
stay
dude
and
was
keep the
getting
hiss away
butt
from the
ass,
plant.
booty ass naked?
The hiss?
Yeah, I can't open the link at the moment. I can alt tab out. It'll just
So if you find my
you know,
boss
make the
Salvador
screen
out
go
there,
black.
could you please ask him what the plan
Usually
is?
I can fix that by running the game in a
have one by now.
He sure
windowed,
has a lot of faith in
like
his
borderless
boss.
window, but it was making the game run
Trying
like
to stay
poop.
alive.
It was like a fucked up Benedict Cumberbatch. Why are you looking at me like he thinks I smell
What's your
bad?
read on all this?
Oh, it's just a
When
movie.
the
Okay.
converters and coolant
You
pumps are
can DM
working
it to
again,
me.
we should be able to get this baby back down to a safe temperature. I hope.
Like, for example, there's a part in the movie where there's this really mean, like, little Asian woman that's super mean to everybody. And, like, it's her and her boyfriend, and they're all taking turns inflicting, like, pain on each other. And she cheats by giving her boyfriend, like, ibuprofen or something before they beat on him and make the damage meter go up. And they find out that she cheated, and it made them lose progress. So everyone got really mad at her. So then she starts like talking mad shit to this one guy she doesn't like, and she goes like, you know what, like fuck you, and then like stabs one of the guys in the shoulder to get the pain meter to go up. And then they just pin her down, and they're like, okay, it looks like you volunteered next. And she's like, no. Then the camera fades, and like the meter's higher, and she's just curled up in a ball on the floor with a bunch of bruises on her, assuming that they just held her to a table and just beat on her. Like, this movie is so stupid. It's so stupid, dude. It's so dumb.
What do you know about the service?
Not much. That thing is director only. Salvador told me by the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You mounted or something? It's new.
I think
It's
it.
new.
I think it
good
changes
thing?
by whoever owns it, by whoever the
circumstances, I'd
director
say
is,
new was
because
the
it did
best
look
bet.
different before we picked it up when he had it on the floor. He blew his brains out. They turned doing nut checks. Yeah, because the reason why I remembered when ZX Nova was talking about the broken collarbone thing, and we were talking about the collarbone, is in that movie they're like, we need to get out of here. Does anybody know like what's the most painful thing that we can endure right now? And then a guy goes, when I used to play football, I broke my collarbone, and it was the most painful thing I ever had to endure. And they're like, all right, everyone line up. Let's get this wrench and start beating each other. So they start playing this like classical like fucking music like from Alone in the Dark, and they're taking turns busting each other in the chest with this giant wrench to break each other's collarbones to get the thing to go. It's so fucking stupid. They're just like, it's like, oh, bow, hit him in the chest. It's like in slow motion, everything. Like the director was like, this is it, baby. This is it. It was so bad.
Do you know this Ati guy?
Of course.
It
My
probably
favorite
was
coffee break
JC.
buddy. Dude has got some crazy
It had Gregory
stories.
Sipes in it. I'm sure it
He
probably is
knows
straight
more than anyone else
DVD.
around here. You can
He's
make
in a
sense
lot
what
of
he's
really
saying.
bad horror movies.
Any idea where he's
Why
from?
they just kick each other in the groin?
I'm guessing.
Doesn't hurt enough.
He's from where he's from. Look, there are just
Speaking
some
of a movie
stones
with
that
a
are
similar
better left
concept,
unturned.
can you guys Google something else for me? There was a movie where there's a bunch of people trapped in a house, and I can't remember what happens in the movie, but there's something about like they have money and they have to come down to like the final survivor. The final survivor gets like a briefcase that's like full of money or some shit. And so everyone's like killing each other in some shape or form. And the big twist at the end, sorry to give it away, but I think that's the part that's going to make it easier to find, is that the person that ends up winning then is released from the house, but then it brings them into another house that's exactly identical to the one that they just left, and the game starts over. Has anyone ever, does that sound familiar to anybody? I don't know why that randomly got like popped in my head, that I can't remember the name of that movie. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Does that sound familiar? It's like a movie with a game with a bunch of people trapped in the house that are promised money to whoever survives the last, like survives the end. Ready or Not? I don't think that's it. I think Ready or Not is the movie with the woman that was killing all the home invaders, right? I don't think that has anything to do with it. Let me see. I have no clue, Sir Momo. I don't remember who was in it. No, Ready or Not is the marriage lady where she's got to break out. The winner gets in a room with the other briefcase winners. Yeah, like she. I think it's a woman that survives, and then when she goes into the next room, like, surprise! It's a loop. It's you're doing it again or something like that. I can't remember. I have to sneeze really bad. Oh, would you rather? I don't think that one is it. I'll Google it though. Would you rather? I don't think that's it. Oops. I think Would You Rather is... Oh, no. No, that's that stupid-ass movie that has Sasha Grey in it. No, that's not it. But you know what I'm talking about, Zion. You can't remember it either? Somebody will remember it.
I should be going.
Right. You got a lockdown to lift.
It's like these people are trapped in a house and they're the winner's promised money in a briefcase. House of 9? Windier might be on to something. Let's see. I put House of 8. Is this it? Oh, this might... I think this is it, yeah. Is it? Let me Google the premise. Let me see how it ends. 9 people are locked in the house, and this thriller, only one will get out alive. That might be it. Windier might have found it. Let me read the plot and see the end. The money, she walks the door, quarter into the power house, finds in bed. That might be it. Let me screenshot this and I'll look it up after stream and skim it. Because I'd remember it if I saw it. That's probably it. Speaking of House of 9, Windier, have you guys ever seen a horror movie called 9 Dead? That movie has Sarah Michelle Gellar in it. No, it doesn't. It has Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I get them mixed up sometimes. That movie was kinda boo-boo. What emote is that when you're showing that? Okay, we have to fix the coolant pumps and energy converters. Of course, they would be in opposite directions of the room, so. You guys ever seen 9 Dead? That movie's boo-boo. Oh, shit! They're like flying at you upside down. What the fuck? I don't like that. Stop it. You guys ever heard of that one? 9 Dead? That movie is one of the movies that I thought was really cool up until the literal last 30 seconds of the movie. Then it was bad. You never heard of it? You should check it out. This sucks. I forgot to equip my shotgun, so we could have tested it. Like, pretty much what happens in the movie is a killer has 9 people tied up in a room, and he walks in every hour and asks, "Why are you all here?" Then they're like, "We don't know." Okay, then he randomly shoots someone, drags them out of the room, and says, "I'll be back in an hour. If you can figure out why you're all here, I'll let you go and turn myself in." And that's what the movie is them trying to figure out why they're all tied up in that room being killed. And it's fucking wild, not in a good way. It's a movie. It is a movie. 26% headshot damage is a lot of damage, but 6% ammo cost. Fuck it. Probably better. Ammo cost per shot, projectile speed, projectiles fired, +2. It's a pretty... That movie's pretty wild. Your favorite bet is still the Cube series? Like, I don't... Do you want me to spoil it for you at the end? Do you want me to spoil the movie for you guys so you can hear how wild that shit gets and why it gets bad at the end? Do you guys mind? Would you be upsetty spaghetti if I spoil it? Spill the beans. Okay, so like I said, the movie is supposed to be about 9 people tied to a room and they're killing everybody. What you find out in the end is that the guy that's killing them, his son was wrongly convicted and was sent to jail. And then in jail, he got AIDS. And then he died. And so everyone that is the reason why he got that, like that happened to him, he was making them suffer, apparently. So like there's no games, like it's not like Saw where they're like, you know, tied up to a machine and they're like ripping their ass out or something. Like they're literally tied to a pole and talking, and then he comes in every hour and he's like, "Who did it? I mean, why are you here? We don't know." Bow, and then he kills him and takes him away. Like, so like there was an old Hispanic lady there. How she had something to do with it is she's the one that wrongly accused the guy of robbing her store, which got him put in jail. Then there was a gang member there. He was there because he sold him a gun to rob that store, but he never went. The guy that actually did rob the store was there because he mistakenly did it. The guy that was in jail that had sex with him that gave him AIDS was in there, like was tied up there. And then the cop that misplaced the evidence to have him convicted was there. And then the prosecutor that put him in jail was there too. And so that's how like they were all put together. Yeah, it was pretty wild. And what I mean by the end that was really bad is that they're all like talking to each other like, "Oh, we need to come up with like our darkest secrets to figure out why that they're here." And Sabrina the Teenage Witch tells a story about how this dude tried to kidnap her when she was jogging and she killed him, and then like disposed of the body and then got rid of all the evidence and like used Home Dude to hide the evidence so they'd never find out like where he was. And since she said that and the dude was filming everything that was happening, in the end he comes out and the only survivors are the cop and her are the only people that are left. They figure out what happened and the dude, the killer, just says, "Okay, you figured it out. I hope you learned your lesson that being a crooked piece of shit ruins other people's lives like I ruined yours. I've already called the police. Here's the keys. Unlock yourself. Here's the gun. I'll sit here and wait and be arrested." And Sabrina the Teenage Witch she unlocks herself first, picks up the gun and says, "Are you filming this?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course. So that there's evidence, like, so I don't get away with this." "Well, they can't know that I killed that guy." And he's like, "What?" She goes, "They can't know that I murdered that guy and got away with it. It'll ruin my career. And now you two know, and you can't live." So like SWAT team is busting in the building at the same time that she kills Home Dude and kills the cop and runs out the back door. And then there's credits. That's why it was like the last like 30 seconds of that movie. I'm like, this is awful. This is so bad. This is so bad, dude. She goes, "They can never know." Just shoots both of them, just runs out the back door. Oh, man.
Replay replace the parts.
That shit was so bad, chat. It was decent up to that point. I thought it was okay, and then it just got really bad. I can't fucking see, dude. Oh, this movie's called Nine Dead. I don't think I can hit him with a... Oh, shit. Maybe? Nah. Shit's on fire. Just use Sabrina, use her magic and get out of there. Dude, that ending was so bad, man. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, this really happened. She was like, they can't know. It'll ruin my career. They can't know. And they were like, we just will say he did it. No, they'll know. You guys can't survive. Bow, bow, and then run out the back door. What? Sound like they ran out of time. That shit was so bad. Boy, the ending of that movie was awful, dude. I think it's funny that the Hispanic lady that ran the store that accidentally identified the wrong guy deserved to die. Like, it wasn't even nefarious or anything. She just fucked up. she's got it. She was the first one to die too, and it was funny because she didn't speak English, so it's not like she'd be able to help anyway. Sabrina needs to just stop, huh, Winter Zeller? Sabrina, you need to stop. I think this is the...
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
I think this is the correct way I'm supposed to go. What's that other room? What's this way? Oh, the furnace chamber. This is where we have to throw the garbage. Hello? Nah, turn that shit off. We have to throw the trash out. This is a side mission. This one right here. Burn the trash. Oh man, yeah, that movie was pretty bad. Back when I worked at Blockbuster, I used to just do nothing but just rent.
Trash. Did Ahti need barrels? Well, seems like I'm breaking some environmental regulations on waste.
I would rent nothing but just really, really bad horror movies.
That's what Ahti wants, and I'll get it done.
My name is Dr. Pierce.
That was just, it was a superpower. Damn, that shit bright. Ooh, boy, it burns. Like my eyes. Boy, that movie sucks. We could just sit here and just talk about bad horror movies all day, man. I've seen some stinkers in my time. Some pretty bad stinkers. You guys seen any like really ultra bad horror movies lately? Or in general? Like genuinely bad, not like, you know. Like actual like poopy schlockbusters. The doo-doo movies. These are like FNAF. Hey, Ben. I don't think FNAF was that bad. It was just kind of boring, but it wasn't like bad, you know. I've seen some bad shit, like really bad. I think we have 2 more. You talking about Fight Nights at Freddy's? Y'all said for now. What about in general? I gotta come back for that. That Winnie the Pooh movie, that movie was pretty bad. You know what other movie that I saw like was like almost unwatchable? That new Ring like reboot they did. That shit was terrible. I couldn't even watch it. I was just bored. You know what I'm talking about? Isn't it? What is it? It's just called The Ring, isn't it? That shit came out in like 2019 or something. That movie was terrible. Terrible. Yeah, C squared. It was like 2019 or something like that. Shit was so boring. We tried watching it for movie night and turned it off halfway through because we were like 45 minutes, 50 minutes in the movie and nothing was happening. It was really bad. I believe we have one more to throw in the furnace. No, it wasn't The Grudge. It was the reboot. I mean, The Ring. The Ring reboot. Did you look it up? Look it up, C-Square. I can't remember what it was called, though. I can't remember if it was just called The Ring Resurrection or something. I don't know. It came out in like 2019 or something like that, or 2020. Like recently, in the last like couple years. The last one is hidden.
That's all of them.
There we go. We got a weapon mod for the damage boost. The new Exorcist movie? I saw it. Yeah, it was called Rings. There you go. I saw that Exorcist movie. It was whatever. Nothing I'd be like, oh, that shit's wow. It was pretty poop. It was alright. It was whatever. The technological restrooms? Oh, the merry-go-round horse. Okay, we can learn about the horse. Objects should be kept in confined space when unbound. A fiberglass horse, once used as a seat for a merry-go-round ride, the pole is still connected to the object. The object is capable of moving short distances at high speeds. It would be quite dangerous when blank its path. The object is currently bound by blank. The object was discovered at the site of an abandoned amusement park. Local blank reported that the rides would move on their own and they would be chased out. There was these rumors reached the Bureau. See American Overnight, episode 235. Agents were dispatched to investigate. 3 local blank were found dead at the scene. The object attacked Agent blank by blank. Agents invoked Formula C.5 to blank the object long enough to... Damn, they had this merry-go-round horse was sitting there clapping people up. Oh, it was 2017? That movie feels like it came out not too long ago. Interesting. It was ass. I know that for a fact. It was butt cheeks. Northmore? What is Northmore? Let's see.
Northmore was director before me.
Okay, now we know who Northmore
I never
is.
wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it. Didn't trust it. Didn't want to rely on it.
No, that wasn't it. It was an English.
Northmore was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry.
It was probably Rings. I think it was Rings.
For order, for more.
Maybe we found out about it and watched it in 2019.
I had to find a solution in the end. Contain the situation. Northmore never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmore. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings.
I got a question, chat. How do they fake smoking in film?
The whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off.
As that is James McAfee.
Nothing to lose. I picked up the gun.
McAfee.
almost on
I think
a
it's
dare.
McAfee. He didn't want his job. He got it anyway. How do they fake smoking? Shifted bathroom complaint. You know I can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. Well, the bathroom's missing. You don't? You don't? Problem with cigarettes that don't contain tobacco and nicotine. There will cigarettes usually contain marshmallow root. Oh, okay. So they do smoke it. It just lacks the the things that are, you know, bad for you in a cigarette. Because like if you're an actor and like, I know back in the day they just say fuck it, you just learn to smoke. Like I remember reading a lot of stuff about like actors that picked up habits of smoking playing specific roles in movies. You fill it with the weed. You give it the weege. That's all I was just wondering. Not enough health. Ugh. Ooh, oh, let's unlock this. Fuck it. Breathing marshmallow roots. He said, ah, yes, that's much safer. I think inhaling anything into your lungs is just bad for you, right? But I think what's worse for it is the nicotine and tobacco, correct? Like, that's the part that kills you. It's bad, but those are the things that mostly fuck you raw, you know? The shotgun may not be doo-doo, boys. It is very clap happy. You be clapping. And NFC coolant pumps. He wasn't worth a watch. Idris Elba. Which one's Prom Night? When I think of Prom Night, I think of the horror movie.
Go to city. Fix it fast. If the plant goes boom,
The horror movie with
throw the spoon in the coal.
Jamie Lee Curtis. She's in a horror movie called Prime Night, right? It's a remake? They remade that with Idris Elba? Really? I know they remade it, but Idris Elba was in that movie? They remade it in like the early 2000s, wasn't it? It was poop? It was ass cheeks? Take the tobacco out and put crack in it? Clog complaints? I'm like clogging the toilet? Yeah, right? Idris Elba was in that movie? Really? Eat that rock, fuck boy. Good night, Sir Momo. Thanks for big chillin' skin with us. Pink. Well, I mean, Winter Sullen's talking about back in 2008. It was Dog War. It had Idris Elba in it. Idris Elba was in that movie. The furnace chamber is locked. He was? He was the detective. Wow, really? He was the detective? What is that shit up there? Why is it so smoky and minty? That's brazy. I remember that movie being hot ass. And I guess it confirms because you were saying that movie was boo-boo, wasn't it?
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes.
You need to deal with that shit. He's very clever. He's trying to sneak in. We got him caught with his hand in the fish trap. Get rid of him.
That's funny. Idris Elba was in that movie, huh?
Shit. What now?
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with that shit. He is very clever. He's trying to sneak in.
Oh god, he's juicing me. That almost killed me.
Get rid of him.
Damn, do they skeeted on me?
Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Denzel, Christian Bale, Leonardo DiCaprio in that live-action Shakespeare movie. You talking about Romeo x Juliet? Talking about that one? Romeo Juliet? Ooh, he's off the chain. I don't think Denzel's in that one. Unless there's another one I don't know about. Romeo multiplied by Juliet. That movie's like a meme. Do you guys like Quantum Bite? He said, wait, is it Muchacho about nothing? Because Denzel is in that one? Is that it? What are you talking about? Or are you talking about Romeo and Juliet? I like Romeo and Juliet. That movie is really... That's just wild, dude. That's a once-in-a-lifetime movie right there. Something you would never imagine to see. Oh, you meant, I thought you were talking about all three of them in a single bad movie. Yeah, okay. I thought you meant like them in, all in the same movie. I'm like, what movie are they in? What are you talking about? What movie are they all in? Quantum stank. I think we cleared out the clog.
We need to hurry.
Yeah, you meant three, just them in separate movies. That's what you meant.
There go the pipes. Nothing more satisfying than manual labor.
Yeah, Juliet. The all lesbian chapter. Oh shit. Oh, that didn't work. Them super headshots. Where they get a dude in like a bomb squad outfit with a chain gun in this bureau. And he's about to fucking kill me. Oh. Not if he dies first. Oh man. We went out to buy the new Gold Shadow Xbox controller today and accidentally bought a TV. What? Alright, I'll check it out. There's a Shadow controller? You mean like you or like Shadow? I didn't need a minigun to fight all the creatures of the night. Yeah, you see the Gold Shadow Xbox controller. Which Shadow? Yo, Gatsby, what's up? How you accidentally buy a TV? You're like, oops, my badge. Oh, gold shadows in color, whereas gold and black fade. Okay, I thought you meant shadow, like Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm like, there's a gold, I mean, like a Shadow the Hedgehog controller for Xbox. I know they're making an Xbox controller for Alan Wake, where you can get like a red and black one, and like this really cool mint green. Looks very fancy. Oh, she's on my team, my bad. The dude just appear out of nowhere? What a legend. You know, clap that dude's. Oh shit! The shotgun's putting in work, baby. Yeah, you have to check it out. It's the Alan. I saw Xbox posted it on their Twitter. And they're releasing like a red and black and a green. Favorite design in a while. The black with the, I mean the red with the black. You still playing Turtles, Shadow?
What's your read on this?
We fixed one.
Crew feels a lot safer when
Your
you're
cage
around.
controllers are in the system. I think 4 got one with 3, right?
What exactly is the power plant?
It's a plant that powers shit.
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau.
You got a
And
new
it's got
record, just
two
taking a
very
break?
simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't have
It's all
money.
part
on
of the
it.
job.
I think it was just black with like engraving on it, wasn't it?
I should be going.
Right. You gotta lock down the lift.
What time is it? Damn, it's 10 p.m.? What? It's fucking 10 p.m.? That's brazy. I think we should save and call it a night. What do you guys think? And then we can pick this up on Friday and maybe play our retro game we decide on. I didn't even realize it was 10 o'clock because I'm having so much fun. This game's pretty fun. I like it. Prom Night Remake. You need to record? I did yesterday. I just want to eat. I haven't eaten since like 4 p.m. But at least we know the game works. Didn't start out like that though. What's the retro game? Either we were probably going to play Urban Reign or Urban Chaos. I always get it mixed up. The one with the shooting that's made by the people that did Batman. It's like a little bit shorter, I believe. Or like Simpsons Hit and Run or something like that. Let's play a little bit of Double Dutch Clutch. It's 10 p.m. You know where your kids are? Let me see if I can find a picture of those controllers I was telling you about. Let me find it. Alan Wake 2 Xbox controller. Oh, here they are. I found it. Let me put this thing back up. I had to hide my monitor because it was making my game lag. Here it is. This right here. It's the Dark Place controller, and then the... I don't know what the green is for, to be. I guess just because Alan is green in this picture. But I like that green. It's kind of cool. But this one's like those Xbox Elite controllers that are really expensive. And then these are just a regular Xbox One controller. Damn right, why did post it? What's happening? Yeah, it posted like 4 times. If you typed it once, it popped up 4 times, 5 times. Twitch was glitching. Man. Speaking of Alan Wake, we have an Alan Wake video up and ready. Let me get you a link. I uploaded it right when we started streaming. So if you were here, you probably missed it. So we have that ready. I'm probably going to put up some Spider-Man later. There we go. I'll probably put up some Spider-Man later this week. We still need to finish up Silent Hill 2. We still got one more session of that left. So thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate all of you. It was a lot of fun. We played some Control, and I'm glad we're playing it. It's a lot of fun. And learning about all the spooky stuff. And it's making a lot of things in Alan Wake make sense, because there's some references to the FBC that I didn't know. I thought it was Control, but... yeah. I'll see you tomorrow for our usual Thursday streams. We'll check out some stuff and hang out. And then on Friday, we can play a little bit of Control and maybe swap to the retro game or play the retro game first. I don't know. I guess whatever I feel like playing first. I kind of want to play Urban Chaos. So we can play that for a little bit. And then we'll swap to Control a little bit later. So thanks for hanging out. I appreciate all of you. I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful, amazing night. If you have social media, you can follow me on that. There it is. We have the Twitter and the Instagram and all that shit. So I'll catch you guys later. Good night, everybody. See you, Grampy. Good night. Night, y'all. I look tiny in that chair because I'm not like really close to the screen. I've been sitting back a little bit, so I might need to adjust something. Okay, let's see if Bird Up works. You guys down?
Hey, you guys are.
Nope, not tonight.
I got freaks 9 days out of the week. I can give them. I was only 7 days in a week. Man, you ain't Big Pop. I'm the big bad booty daddy. It's non-stop. Hey, you guys are watching Bird Up, the worst show on television. Baby?